Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, Bruja Lily Tarot. Today I am doing your November How Do They Feel About You reading. Okay, so let's see what we got for you guys, Gemini. Spirits, angels, guides, please give us clear messages for Gemini on this November 2020. How does their person feel about them? Please give us clear messages for Gemini. What messages does Gemini need to hear regarding how their person feels about them for November 2020? Thank you. Thanks for all your shares, your likes, your subscribes. I really appreciate it all, Gemini. Let's see what we got here. My rising's in Gemini, so this is a 3-card spread. And let's see what we got here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of coins and the devil. Okay. So the first reaction that I had here is that you're working hard to get away from this devil energy. Right, Gemini? You're working hard to get away from any kind of, codependency or negative thoughts or just maybe even just negativity around you that might be binding you or just keeping you from the things that you truly want to be doing, okay? Maybe perhaps for some of you, it's just, I'm feeling like sadness or loneliness, and you're really trying to just work hard to get away from that. You might be focusing on your work. You might be focusing on projects that you're doing in order to... All right, so... Sorry, I had to pause there for a second. So, but I feel like you're working hard at a project or just focusing your attention on something that requires your focus in order to get away from things that are potentially or have been potentially harmful to you in the past, okay? For some of you, yeah, it could be things of addiction or codependency. In the first position is what your person is thinking. This is interesting. Cancer got this in the first position too. So what your person is thinking, this is the Fountain card. This card is exclusive to this deck, okay, the Fountain Tarot. And what this is saying is that your person has come to a realization of who they are and who they want to be, and the things that inspire them, the things that move them, how they want to be expressing themselves. And so because they've come to this realization of who they are, they very much want to live in the present moment. They very much want to be in this situation where they don't want to, put any restrictions on themselves, on their future, on you, perhaps on the connection, okay? They very much want to live in the moment. They very much want to just exist, maybe just let things go as they may. It's not a negative thing. I actually see this as a very positive thing because they are just very much wanting to embrace anything that comes their way, right? With respect to you, with respect to life and others. But I do feel like that, they do feel, a sense. I feel like you have contributed to this sense of them now knowing who they are. Okay, like somehow you have inspired them and you have created within them this desire to be who they are, express themselves, and kind of, perhaps for some of you, your person could be working on a creative project now. Your person could be working on something because they've actually gained some inspiration from you and kind of see you as a source of light in their life. Okay. And so I feel like they have, they've come to this realization about themselves because of you. And you're the one who has kind of contributed to them being able to see this within themselves. And therefore, that's why they're in this space of just being in the moment and being who they are. Okay. Now let's see here. How do they feel deep down is the Knight of Swords. Okay. So I feel like they want to come and express this to you, right? The Knight of Swords energy is somebody who has found some truth, right? Who's eager to show it to others or to express it to others. So I feel like your person is this Knight of Swords here, kind of coming towards you and expressing this new truth that they have about themselves, right? That they realize who they are, that they realize maybe even the role that you play in their life, and that you have helped them kind of get to this realization and this truth where they want to come towards you and tell you about it, right? It's kind of like they've gone through a process and they've gone through some changes. And so now they're ready to like come and express this to you. And I feel like in the month of November, they're going to be very eager to come and to tell you what they think, to tell you how they feel, and to just kind of, they really want to express themselves, is what I'm getting here. Okay. And then in the position of what do they want to say or what's next is the Seven of Swords. Okay. So with the Seven of Swords, we know it's about energy of, you know, possible deceit in the past, right? It can also be a card though of like bravery, right? Maybe foolish bravery, but also bravery in a way. But with the next steps here, what I see is that I think your person is going to come not deceitful, but actually acknowledging that perhaps in the past they have been deceitful towards you, okay? Perhaps in the past they were sneaky and trying to get away with things. And so I think that with this Knight of Swords energy here, I think they realize that, right? That's also part of the realization that they want to come towards you and tell you that they have been deceitful in the past. I don't think this is going to be news to you. I think that you've already known this, okay? But I feel like this is something that they hadn't realized before. Perhaps in the past they were in the dark about it. Okay, and now they're coming to terms with exactly like what they did and how they behaved, and, you know, maybe that their intentions back then weren't, you know, the best. They could have been, you know, they could have lied to you. And, you know, perhaps for some of you, they were aware that they were doing that, but maybe they weren't aware that it was going to cause you as much harm as it did. Okay. Perhaps, you know, they thought they were telling like a little white lie or something, and it ended up hurting you and perhaps hurting the relationship, and they didn't realize it back then, but now they do. And so I think that, you know, they're accepting this kind of deceitful energy that they themselves brought into the relationship. And so I think they're going to express that to you. Okay. Is what I'm getting here. Interesting. All right. Let's see what we got here, guys. So we're going to get a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. So be ready for that, Gemini. Okay. You might not be ready for all of this that your person's going to come and tell you. You probably aren't expecting it because you're over here working hard, busy, working on your work, doing your, you know, your projects, working on yourself, trying to get away from the devil energy. But your person is going to come to you and express that they now realize that they did you wrong in the past, okay? And that they're finally realizing that. All right. One card here for my Geminis, please. And I feel like for some of you, you're not gonna see that coming, but they're coming. They're coming with this Knight of Swords. Now, for some of you, you're not gonna like what they have to say, but I would say just be open to hearing them. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here, guys. For my Geminis. Amazing. Higher power. Who got this? Oh, Scorpio got this. Yeah, Scorpio got this. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, if you have any Scorpio in your chart, you may want to go take a look at their, how does their person feel about your reading. This is an interesting card, actually. This card is about, I'll read what the book has to say also, but it's very much about tapping into like your own intuition and your own higher power. And I really feel like that's what you're doing here with the Eight of Coins, okay? I feel like this is you working very hard, maybe tapping into something, maybe accessing like higher intuition within yourself. So let's read what the book has to say, okay? All righty, let's see. Conscious contact with the higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. The Oracle's message. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there's a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. Relationship message. It's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there's a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. So there you go. You know, you might be, either coming in connection with the higher part of yourself, or establishing a new connection with your person here, okay? So this is what this is saying to you, Gemini. I think this is a great card to get, too, especially during this. We're having a Scorpio new moon today. Today's November 14th that I'm filming this, so this is how this comes into play. But whenever you're watching this, I think that's when the message is meant to come for you. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel grow. I am doing a giveaway for when I reach 5,000 subscribers. If you want to be part of that giveaway, drop me a comment that says 5K, subscribe to my channel, and that will enter you into the giveaway. All right, guys, have a great month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.